Hello, I'm Joe Baker, and today we're going to take a look at how the Medicare Rights Center is reaching out to more and more Americans in need of clear and simple explanations about how to get the Medicare services they're entitled to. This year, more than 2.5 million Americans, the first wave of the baby boomers, will turn 65 and become eligible for Medicare. Many of them will find it difficult to get information about Medicare that is comprehensive and easy to understand. That's where the Medicare Rights Center comes in. Our goal is to make sure all people with Medicare have the knowledge they need to obtain affordable health care. For instance, each year we provide one-on-one counseling to more than 12,000 seniors and people with disabilities through our national helpline. We also have an educational website called Medicare Interactive, available to anyone, anytime, and anywhere. Medicare Interactive received almost 500,000 visits last year. Let's take a moment to look in on one of our outstanding community outreach programs. It began 10 years ago in Westchester County, New York, and has been so successful that it is spreading to many other states.
Medicare is hard to understand. It's our task to understand, not only to understand it, but then to work with a senior so that it's simple for her or for him, and that senior can make a choice that's going to work.
Frequently, the total amount of those co-pays is just too costly for individuals on tight budgets. But that's where Extra Help comes in. Extra Help is a program for people with Medicare who have low or limited incomes.
After the session was over, a few days later, we received a thank you note from her, and she had addressed it as guardian angels. And I was really moved by that. I thought, well, even if you reach out to one person in a group, there's a satisfaction there.
Knowing when enrollments are due, knowing the changes that are coming up in Medicare, and that sort of information. I hold on to the handouts. I have a library of them at home.
You've just seen one of our key initiatives in action, and now I think you can understand why Seniors Out Speaking is taking off and being implemented in other states. Our Seniors Out Speaking volunteers, armed with the latest information and training from the Medicare Rights Center, go out into their community each month and pass along their knowledge to other seniors through the Medicare Minute sessions. Some of our recent Medicare Minute monthly topics have included the annual wellness visit, how to save money on Medicare, choosing a Medicare plan, and healthcare proxies and living wills. And now, here to provide some more detail about the Seniors Out Speaking program is Krystal Knight.
The Seniors Out Speaking program has taken our educational efforts on the road, increasing our capacity to serve people with Medicare and spread accurate Medicare information. Seniors Out Speaking was launched in Westchester County, New York in 2001 by our very own Lois Steinberg. Since then, as Joe mentioned, the program has expanded to a number of locations in New York, New Jersey, Maryland, Kansas, Alabama, Florida, and Maine. And we're planning to take our roadshow to more and more sites around the country.
Volunteers are at the core of the Medicare Rights Center's mission to expand access to high-quality, affordable health care for our seniors and people with disabilities. We are very fortunate to have nearly 200 dedicated volunteers who field calls on our helpline and lead Seniors Out Speaking Medicare Minutes. These volunteers attend frequent training seminars to stay knowledgeable and up to date. They listen to people's stories and help them resolve their healthcare issues. And many of these emotional and touching stories are the inspiration and motivation for our broader education and policy efforts. Simply put, Seniors Out Speaking volunteers put a human face on our counselling efforts.
I walked her through it. I got a little bit personally involved, but you kind of do that when you volunteer. It's just so good to help people.
Watching the Seniors Out Speaking program is simply amazing to me. Little did I know when I started this program 10 years ago that it would blossom into the national program it is today. As you've heard and seen in this video, our volunteers are bright, dedicated, and caring people. I think the Medicare Rights Program is so successful not only because our volunteers present the latest Medicare information in simple and understandable language, but also because the program engages and empowers individuals and members of our communities.
It is empowering for me and for them to see their relaxation when they begin to understand the complexities of the Medicare system in terms of the Part D program. And at the end of each session, it's really great to see how they feel when they leave.
It also provides volunteers with a sense of purpose and pride. Today's older adults are eager for meaningful ways to spend their time. And many of our volunteers have told me that the Seniors Out Speaking program has become another career of sorts, just as fulfilling as their professional careers were. I couldn't be prouder of the Seniors Out Speaking volunteers across the country. They're living out the principle behind the program and arming our communities with information, one Medicare minute at a time.